uncut, unedited, tell the truth,
And what?
and shame the devil.
I
I
love
love
being
being black.
black.
You already know what it is. Live, uncut, unedited,
Unedited.
tell the truth,
And
and
shame
shame
the
the
devil.
devil. I
I
love
love being
being black.
black. All right, brother Marcus, I see you. I'm just coming on live. Appreciate you. Live, uncut, unedited. People, come on in, come on in, come on in. Come on in, come on in, people. I'm live, uncut, unedited. This is why I tell the truth and shame the devil. Come on in, come on in. Hey, Marcus, did you hear about they caught the guy, the suspect, allegedly shot and killed the police? Mm.
Oh no, I didn't hear
Yeah, I
about it.
put the article up on my page. Yeah, they just reported on it. Yeah, yeah. So I don't know, man. I need more proof on this one. This one,
Mm-hmm.
man, this is, I don't know, this suspect here, man, to me. But that ain't what we're talking about tonight. But I just want to throw that out at you. This live, uncut,
You
unedited.
already know what it is. Live, uncut, unedited, tell the truth, and shame the devil.
I
I
love
love
being
being
black.
black.
Come on in, people. This is Black People Time. This is our space. Come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. I love being black. Black love, black power, black unity. All above. All right. Come on in, come on in.
You
Got my
already know
main
what
man
it
Marcus
is.
on live.
Live, uncut,
Marcus went from the
unedited, tell the
streets
truth,
of Chicago
and
shooting
shame
basketball
the
player to the
devil.
NBA
I
floor.
love being black.
Yep.
Mm, That's real talk. Can't nobody deny that. That's a fact. Nobody can deny
That's a
that.
known fact.
Known fact. All right, people, come on in. We live, uncut, unedited. Tell the truth and shame the devil. Come on in, people. Come on in. All right, all right, all right, all right. I think I got make sure. Okay. All right, that's cool. Live, uncut, unedited. Tell the truth and shame the devil. We here, people. We here, we here, we here. I appreciate you guys for tuning in as usual. It's a good time to be living in the land of the living. I'm telling you,
Yep.
it's a good time. I may not have all the money I want, but I'm glad to be living. I tell you that I'm
Yeah.
glad to be living. Bills may not be all the way paid, but I'm glad to be living. I'm telling
Yep.
you. Hey, Marcus, what y'all used to sing in the Baptist church? They say it's another day's journey, and I'm so glad about it. My goodness.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm so glad about it. I'm tell you. Songwriter said I could have been dead, sleeping in my grave. He made death get back and behave. I tell you.
Yep.
So it's a good time to be living in the land of the living. Yep, sure is. Yeah, I appreciate you, Marcus. Those of you
Mm-hmm.
just tuning in, don't think I don't, man. I'm let me acknowledge some people real quick and we got okay. We got a great show tonight. We're talking about relationship, but we want to talk about Rasta Man Cox. Haven't seen you in a long time, man. Long time no. Peggy Gay, I see you. Raven Harris. All right. Renee, hey Renee. They said they caught the suspect. Tamara, all right. Vicky Gavin, Karen, what's going on? D, what's going on? Yeah, this is the news say they found the gun. Okay, well, where did they find the gun at? Are you going live on Facebook? Yes, I'm on Facebook. Yeah, I'm on Facebook. Yeah. Come on live. All right. All right, Miss Nicole, what's going on? I see you. Good evening, good evening, good evening. All right, Miss Stephanie Holmes, I see you too as well. I see you. All right, Raymond. What's up, Raymond? Keep talking about your people killing each other. Okay. Hey, what's your nationality? What's your ethnicity? Yeah, they all kill each other too. You know, come on here with that bull jive. Everybody know crime is proximity. Come on, you got the right one, brother. I think it was a standoff, huh? Okay. Katie. All right. Hi, Jordan from YouTube. All right. Come on here with that old racist overtone. All right, people, come on. I need y'all to come on share the video. I'm live, uncut, unedited. We're talking about relationship tonight, but we want to talk a little bit about the person that's got apprehended. So it's something. I'm glad to be alive. I'm definitely glad to be alive. We got to share this video. I got 3 shares, 46 people on here. All right. I got the peppers. Hold on. Mm-hmm. All right. All right. I'm glad I'm woke tonight. I was kind of hot last night, Marcus, because I got a whammy pulled on me through Facebook. You know, it just happened at the last minute. So, all right.
Mm-hmm.
You already know what it is. Live, uncut, unedited. Tell the truth and shame the devil.
All right. Well, all my beautiful ladies
love
there.
being black.
I need y'all to come on here tonight. All right. Come on here. We're gonna talk some stuff tonight. It's gonna be grown folks talking. Yeah. You know, grown folks talking. That's what it is. Grown folks talking. Let me put the phone on charger. Mm-hmm. All right, people, my call log is open. My call log is open. Yeah, it's open. Yeah, Marcus, it's been rough out there, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Marcus, you are a success story. Hey, Marcus, which one of the books that University of Chicago paid you to use your pictures? You in the book, right? Over there.
Matter of fact, let me pull it up right now.
You don't even talk about that no more. I gotta remind you, man.
It's called Democracy, The Rebirth of Democracy by Dick Simpson.
Okay. You in that book, right? You got
and
some
they use 2 of my photos, yeah.
Okay.
One was Lori Lightfoot at Kennedy King College. She was shaking hands with somebody when she was mayor.
Okay.
And another one is of a guy in a protest.
So you got to remind them people. Remind us, Marcus, because some folks, they forget. You got to let them know, man, that I'm talking about you.
Well, if you will allow me.
Okay. Well, go ahead.
I could briefly speak on it.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
A lot of people think that, some people think that you're not legit.
Mm-hmm.
And then people wonder why I go on Facebook every now and then and post up a picture of me being successful. It's not that I'm doubting myself or that I'm letting what people say get to me. It's that every now and then, based on the way I was raised, you show people who have been talking bad about you. You show them that you're a liar. You steal their audience because their audience don't know no better.
Mm-hmm.
They know some better, but their audience don't. So basically what I'm saying is we are legit. Before I even set foot on an NBA basketball court to shoot that, I was shooting Major League Baseball. And before that, I shot America's first black president, even though a lot of us don't see Obama as being it. And I was one of the lucky ones, literally got in his first press conference on my own by calling Channel 7, trying to get to his campaign office to get credentialed to shoot his first news conference when he was president-elect. And when I got the confirmation from his people, and I went to the Hilton Hotel, and I remember this white lady checking all the press in, and she was saying Chicago media is going to definitely get a spot. This is our town. This is our gig. So basically what I'm saying is people doubt people. And I can't speak on the white people perspective, but black people doubt their own people a lot because we in the hood. Just because I go to the same store you go to, just because I'm in the hood, just because I may ride a CTA train or bus, doesn't mean that I'm not legit. I'm legit, and I don't have to prove it to anybody. But sometimes you have to slap people in the face with the truth, because folks be running around talking about people, lying on people, making false assumptions about people based on what other people say or based on what they see on your Facebook page, and that's not always the truth. So sometimes you have to slap them in the face with the truth, and some people don't want to hear the truth, and they want to make excuses for you slapping somebody in the face with the truth.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that you give it in to people talking about you, but you just letting them know, hey, I'm the real deal. I went from shooting pictures of the guys playing basketball in the alley to shooting pictures of the NBA and the WNBA.
Mm-hmm. That's the truth,
And
people.
I'm not bragging. I'm just spitting the facts.
Spit the facts, yes, sir. All right, Marcus. Thank you for that testimony. Before we get into relationship real quick, did anybody want to talk about, say anything about the police capturing this young man? And I don't believe, for me, some reason, I'm not a part of the investigation, but for some reason, I don't know about this one. Now, he might have got caught with the gun because somebody can carjack and leave the gun in the alley. Just like when they shot Martin Luther King, they left the gun in the hotel. Don't mean because the person grabbed it, they did it. So, yeah. All right, we're going to get to talking about relationship, but we're going to talk about relationship. I'm about ready now. All right, I'm about ready. Where my people at? I need some more calls. Let me put the call number up there so people can call in. Ladies, I need y'all to come on in because we might get on y'all tonight. All right. Hey, Marcus, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Why is it that, general statement, why is it people don't believe that because they don't see you with nobody, you don't have nobody? You know, that ain't none of their business. Some people are private with their relationships. Talk about that, Marcus. Yeah.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Because people judge you because they don't see you with somebody. They automatically assume that you go the opposite way or whatever. And that's not true. A lot of people are private. Me personally, I think it's childish to be putting all your relationship business up on Facebook. And I think you set yourself up as a man to have your woman stolen by another man by putting pictures of her up on your Facebook page and not just Facebook, but out in public, just gossiping on the job. I mean, kids do that. Adults don't do that. At least the way I was raised in the environment I came up in. Adults don't do that. Kids do that.
Hey, how's it going?
All right, could you hold?
We got.
Go ahead, Marcus. Mm-hmm.
People judge.
How big is that dick? How big is that dick?
Look at this. These some sick people, ain't you, boy? They some sick people, boy. That's a sick. Why y'all do that? Now you gonna make me put your phone number up there. Now, if I put your phone number up there, then you gonna be mad at me, which is silly self. Now I should put your phone number up there, but I ain't gonna be bogus though. Let everybody call your phone. Yeah, just sick self. Your sick-minded self. Go get you some business. Yeah.
As I was saying, I think people think that way because the environment that they came up in, they think everybody's supposed to think like them or be like them, and that's not true. We're all different. We all do things differently, and that's what makes the world go around. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with being private. You don't have to put all your personal business out there in the public eye to prove that you're a man and that you like women, or that you're a woman and that you like men. You don't have to put your business out there. It's better to keep yourself private. The less they know about you, the less they can do to harm.
Yeah. Yeah, that's so true. So true. So true.
And you know, some people think because certain people don't go to strip clubs, they're a certain way. Me, personally, I'm not going to throw my money money is hard to come by. I'm not going to throw my money away on a fantasy.
Yeah.
It's hard to come by. And
Right.
a woman taking your money that you giving her home to her man, you fantasizing about being loved.
Mhm.
Joined.
Yeah. All right. Hold it right there, Mark. Let's see what this next caller got. 3575. Come on, caller. We talking about relationships.
Hey, how you doing, Martin?
Good, good.
Yeah, I know. I've been listening at you and everything, following you. You know,
Joined.
I've been hearing you. You know,
Mm-hmm.
but I feel like if
What the
I
fuck y'all
mean,
yapping about? It's Friday night. What a drinking? What a hose? What?
nah, this ain't that type of the talk show.
No,
But anyway, Martin, what I was saying,
yeah.
if like you got someone that you're proud to be with, you know, it's nothing wrong with sharing a picture or two, you know, or saying this is who I'm with, because I know I'm proud, you know, to have, you know, my significant other in my life, you know. And a lot of people don't agree, but this is what, you know, I do, you know, and, you know, present to, you know, certain people that who you with, and, you know, it ain't about, you know what I'm saying, nobody business, or, you know what I'm saying, we gonna do what we want to do anyway, because we all grown. But it's levels to this lifestyle, and, you know, it's things that you should not, you know, put on social media, but, you know, if you love that person, I don't feel that, you know, you can set a picture to it won't hurt nothing, you know. That's why I'm coming at with it, you know.
I mean,
well, I understand.
I understand.
Mr. Martin, I appreciate you.
I
appreciate you. I enjoy, you know, everything that you be, you know, broadcasting about.
Brother.
And actually, you know, the person that I'm referring about, no, I ain't gonna say no names, but you know, we used to, you know, stay over there about 69th where they had the car accident over there.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know, so I'm like known in that area. But, you know, by the way, the people don't know who I am the famous Cookie Man.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you say you ain't gonna hide yours, you gonna let it be known, huh?
I mean, you know, because, you know, see, if, you know, you don't climb up to what you own, or no, honestly, some somebody think this free enterprise, and I have had a couple people like, hey, this me. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I mean, I'm gonna speak up for what's mine. If you like it, well, that's how you feel. But you know, we ain't in the feelings. We ain't dealing with feelings, but we dealing with, you know what I'm saying, what's ours. And I speak up. You know what I'm saying? I tell my baby raise her hand. This me. You know, I ain't playing. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I'm proud to be with the young lady that I'm with, you know.
How long y'all been together?
We going into 4 years.
4 years, okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I just want a strong, you know, foundation and everything. Just keep, you know, 100 with her, you know, her be 100 with me, you know. So, you know, we've been through ups and downs and everything, but like I say, it is what it is. And this is what, you know, that I do, because I do a lot of different things. I got a couple talents, you know. I'm an entertainer. And I just love, you know,
hold on.
to the people.
What kind of entertainer are you? You stripper?
I'm a dancer. I'm a dancer.
Oh, you're a dancer. Okay.
Yeah, I dance for dollars.
Okay.
Has joined.
Yeah, I'll be dancing in the street.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I, you know, did. Everybody likes to, you know, show me. I broke it down one time in Bridgeport, and Kyle drove up and gave me $6.
Okay.
And then one time I broke it down. I was dancing in front of Joe's Grill on 51st and Racine. Truck driver came back and gave me $10. You know, so, you know, I just do for every time. And I've been doing this since I was 5 years old.
Okay. You
know,
are you planning on getting married?
No.
Oh, now come on, now how you gonna do that? You got somebody you love, and y'all been together 4 years.
It ain't really about, you know what I'm saying? It's like a commitment relationship, but you know what I'm saying? It's like an agreement too, you know? You know what I'm saying? You know, taking it to another level to be, you know, we have to just go. I'll have to be a bigger step about that, you know? I'm saying it. So, you know, I ain't saying that it will not be happening, but, you know, we got to take everything day by day, time by time, it's choice by choice. Every second, I feel every second is a gift.
Okay.
So
Well, I mean, when
you know
you okay, let me ask you a question. When you want a person that you been for 4 years, she says she love you, you love him. Wouldn't it be y'all, are y'all engaged, or you just, you know, you just, what are y'all doing? Y'all playing house? Y'all live together? What's going on?
No. It's like day by day thing.
I want to get you.
And see, you know.
I want you to get you in trouble. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I'm not getting in trouble. And it won't be. It'll be just day by day too. If we both know, and if we both know that we ain't going anywhere, or we ain't gonna commit, you know, or hurt each one of each other. So, you know, a marriage is just like, you know what I'm saying, tied with names involved and rings, and you know what I'm saying. But see, we don't have to get married to do all that. We just agree that we want who we want, and we ain't gonna break no. It's like a marriage, but we ain't got the last names involved. That's what it is.
Okay, well, what's wrong?
It's just an agreement.
Do you love enough to marry her?
I'm saying, well, I haven't crossed that bridge yet.
Oh, you didn't answer that question. I said, do you love her enough to marry her?
Yeah, but then again, we also got to take it slow. Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm just saying, you saying you love her and all that, then what you waiting on? You waiting on another man to come by and scoop her up?
No, because that ain't gonna happen.
You don't know now. You waiting too long, man. She might, another brother come by and tell her he love her and cuff her and do some great things that you ain't doing. Man, you gonna be mad. Go ahead.
I'm not worrying about nothing.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? I'm not worrying about nothing. See, this is what I'm saying about this agreement. You see what I'm saying? We agreed not to let anybody interfere with our relationship.
Mm-hmm.
So if we got this agreement, you know, agreement is between two people, and we didn't came to this agreement. And so now that we agree with each other and we do for each other, ain't no worry that an outsider can come in and break our bond that we have. And that's what I call it, a bond.
Okay.
So if we have our bond, can no man or no woman break our bond? They can try hard they want to, but it is what it is. Like I said, my love is built on a foundation. And my foundation is that I care for this woman, so therefore then I'm gonna be there to thick and thin.
Okay. Well, let me ask
like a marriage.
let me ask you a question, bro. Could you see yourself spending the rest of your life with her?
Yes, I can.
Yeah.
Cause she makes me happy, and we make each other happy when we are together. So therefore, I could spend the rest of my life with her.
Have you ever cheated on her?
No.
Okay.
They'll be breaking the bond.
Okay. Have she ever?
The bond is that.
Have she ever cheated on you?
No.
Did you know of? Okay. Now you know you can't cheat on nobody if you ain't married to him. Now you know that, don't you?
I'm not. Why would I see?
I'm just telling you. You know. I mean, right now y'all just man and woman. Y'all together, but
I understand that.
Yeah.
I understand that, Mr. Johnson, but see, cheating. I feel cheating is just an ugly word because I feel a cheater is undecided about what he wants. You know what I'm saying? So instead of just being a cheater, you might as well stay single and then date and cope whoever you want to. But if you have to cheat, then you regretting your decision as to be with that individual. And I have no regrets about anything that I do.
Okay.
When I make a step, I make it to the best of my ability.
Okay, now
And it also turns.
Sir, let me ask you a question. Do you ever plan on asking to marry her?
I have, but I mean, I don't. It ain't her decision to go to that level right now. So I want to let the woman decide.
No. Come on now.
What,
you can't do that now. You the man. You got to drop. She can't. She shouldn't be asking you to marry you. You should be asking to marry her.
Has joined.
Yeah, that's what you feel.
Yeah, come on, bro. Come on now. Now
well, I mean,
if you love her, yeah.
I have.
Well, what'd she say?
I have put it out there.
What'd she say?
She told me that let's wait.
Oh, let's wait. Okay. All right, hold on. I'm gonna need you to wait right now. I got a new caller. Let's see what this new caller talking about. Angel, what's up? Angel.
So I want to ask a question to. Hi, my name is Angel. I want to ask a question. When you fill out an application, when you go to a job, do they ask you about your girlfriend, or do they say, are you a widow, single, or do they say, do you have a girlfriend? Single, widow, or married is what they ask you on your application, right?
Right.
So it clearly tells you, I told my son this, he's 32 years old. If something happens to him, they're going to call me. I don't care how long you've been laying up with this woman. If I decided I don't want her to come to your funeral, she can't come because you're not married. There's no security there. So we can talk about commitment all we want to, and this my woman. If you're not married, you're single. I'm not going to play the role with nobody and tell them that, listen, I'm only with you, but when you're going to fill out an application, you clearly put that you're single. I can't even get on your insurance. You can't get on mine. You're single. So I want that question. I'm asking the guy that was just saying what
he's still here, sir.
You cannot
answer the question, sir. Go ahead. She answered your question.
You can't be what? You have to put down that you're single on a job application.
Yeah, all right. Sounds good, yeah. But see, I don't work for people. People work with me.
It doesn't matter. If something happens to you and the mother decides, now I'm not that type of mother, but like I was telling my son, if I decide I want to put you in pink, that woman ain't got nothing to say. If I say she can't come in that room, she can't come. Simple. Ain't no talking. Okay? Because society gonna show you up at the end. Now you can say what you want to say. We can be committed all we want to. We can lay in the bed. We can do as much sexing as we want to do. But at the end, you not gonna have any say so. I just saw it happen 2 million times. My mom was married. My mom was with a guy for 20 years. Only thing she had to show is some black eyes and broken noses, okay? At the end. But when he died from going to see another woman, let me tell you what happened. His kids got that building. The only thing she could say is, excuse my language, is a wet ass. That's it. That's all she could say. That was it. Nothing else. She had nothing else to show. So I'm just saying, if any women on this call, it ain't worth it. It's not worth it.
It ain't worth it for what, though?
It ain't worth it for none of it. Because if I laid it with a man for 15 years of my life and had to look at him for 15 years, and he still has some type of justification to say what he wants at my funeral without anybody else stepping in. This is the world that we live in, okay? You can't go and fill out no job application and add your girlfriend on there. They don't ask you about it. They don't care about it. They don't ask you nothing about it. The only person that knows you got a girlfriend is you. See, because people don't get that deep with stuff. They don't think that far into stuff until the end.
Well, I think that's
I had to tell my son that he's 32 years old. Listen, they not gonna call your girlfriend. I don't care how many babies you laying up and having with her. She's just gonna be a baby mama. Okay? That's the way it goes. But they gonna call me, and I ain't laid up with you. They gonna call me. I don't care how many years she been with. Let me tell you something. I got my granddad. He passed away. My mother gave her up at birth at the hospital. He never divorced that lady. I didn't know. I don't even know my mother. I don't even know her. I thought the lady you been with all these years was my grandmama. Okay? I knew she wasn't my mother, but I know her daddy raised her. So I was calling this lady my grandmama. Guess what my grandmama did? She's still living. She's 90-some years old. The lady that birthed my mother, she came up here to get that check. When my mama passed away, she didn't even show up at her funeral, but she showed up at my mama's daddy's funeral. You know why she came? To get that check, because nobody say nothing. That lady who had been with for many years, she couldn't get nothing. She had kids by her and everything. She couldn't get nothing. Let me tell you something. A commitment don't mean nothing in this world if you ain't got no paper signed on it. Simple.
Tell
you
the
might
truth
just say it's a piece of paper,
and shame
but the way it is
devil.
in this world, you got to have that name signed on it. Gotta have it because you gotta have that name.
You speaking out of experience, ain't you, sister? Hold on, sister. Don't go nowhere. Let me get this 9433. 9433.
Hey, Mark, how you doing?
What's going on?
The relationship is what you make of it. The key part of a relationship is communication. You gotta have communication. If you don't have communication, you nothing.
But listen, now the lady just said it don't mean nothing if you ain't got no paper, because you can fall dead and somebody else can come by and sweep up, get everything. I mean that. I'm just saying, the sister she broke it down. So a lot of people out here, a lot of people on here playing house. And
it all depends on the person you with. It depends on the person you with. Life lesson learning. It's called life lesson learning. You're gonna have some bad men. You're gonna have some good men. Period.
No, but what I'm saying is, you could be with a man for 20 years. Sister, explain it.
Now, that part, I'm not going to be with you 20 years. I'm not going to play house with you. I got a limit. If you're not telling me in 2 years what we doing, then I'm dumping you. I'm moving on.
No, he ain't telling you. He's showing you. He's showing you what he's doing.
You sign that application for them first 90 days. You go sign that application. You got to be making away with me. Okay. You got to be making away with me, okay? Because I ain't going to fall short. Not at this age. I ain't going to fall short. I've been married once, just to let you know. But I'm just saying, I ain't going to be laying up in the bed with nobody and ain't being secure. Let me tell you something. What I be telling my daughters at their age, they're in their 30s. Let me explain something to you. If you can't go to the doctor and you got to go on Obamacare and all this public aid stuff, after this man that laid up in you, something wrong with you. Simple. And I'm just going to let the ladies know. Something wrong with you. Okay? You should be able to go to the doctor on his insurance. He's the one that's laying up in you. Simple. That's how I feel about it. I'm 53 years old. I ain't going to do it.
Okay, well,
I ain't doing it when I was young.
Well, I'm 47. I've been married before. Like I say, life lesson learned to each his own.
Communication.
But if you're not doing that, I'm only giving you 2 years. So if you don't show me nothing in 2 years, I'm gone anyway.
Okay, at 47, you got 3 more years before you hit 50. How many
Yes,
times
I
you gonna
do.
use your 2 years up?
And,
You
you
ain't
know
got
what,
long before you be 50 or half a century. You ain't got no 2 years in you to give to no man right now.
You are correct. You are correct. You are
Before
most
you
certainly
find out
correct.
if he wants to do this or not, okay? Because you don't have no say-so. I mean, as much as I don't believe in that piece of paper, I know that it holds weight. And every time a man goes to a job and he fill out his application and he put down single, you ain't with me. You ain't with me. He just wrote down single. Let me tell you something. The first thing for visualization is thought. Okay? When you put it on the paper, you write it down with a pen, it is wrote. And so it is. That's the bottom line. We can't change that. Okay? Unless he go and get married. That's the only how you can change that. But the way he write that on that paper, it is what it is. Okay? Penmanship means a lot.
You ever been married?
Signature. It's your signature. I mean, we can beat around the bush all we want to as women. And we do that all the time. Because we want to try to give a person a place. But 2 years, we just ain't got it in us no more. We ain't got it. I tell my daughters since they only 30, they in their 30s, you ain't got it. You ain't got it.
Sound like you've been in a bad relationship, though.
I ain't been in no bad relationship, man. Let me explain something to you. I ain't gonna have it in my life because my mama done already paved the way for me. She been in one, so I ain't got to go through it. She already did it for everybody, for me. I ain't been in one because I ain't gonna deal with it. I told my kids if I got to go through 100 niggas, I ain't gonna be in one. I can promise you that because I saw my mama go through it. I ain't gonna be in one. I've been married before. My husband was good to me because I ain't gonna have no other way. And when the goodness stops, you got to go. If we can't work it out for you to get back on track, you got to go. I ain't been in no bad. I'm not bitter. No, I ain't bitter. I'm just trying to tell women like I tell my daughters. And my daughters will tell you this because my daughters think, you know what I'm saying, they young. So and now they older and now they see. Because they used to tell me when they was young, Mom, you just don't like men. No, I'm just not going to deal with certain things in my life. That's the bottom line. I'm not going to deal with it. I'm just not going to deal with it. You're not going to play me to make me think that you with me when you just wrote on your piece of paper that you single. You know what I'm saying? A penmanship means a lot. You can sign your own check with your penmanship. You can sign your own check with your penmanship, so I know how to.
So you saying old men like that though?
No, I'm not
the control.
No, this ain't got nothing to do with control. What I am telling you is when you go and fill out an application, they're only gonna ask you, are you single, married, or widow? They're not gonna ask you about your girlfriend. That's all I'm saying. Now you can put in your mind whatever you want to be. But at the end of the day, it is gonna be what it's gonna be, no matter what you put in your mind. Okay? And even if you have a will drawn up that you want this person, the kids can still come back and fight it. I know a lady who had been in a relationship for 15 years. She didn't get married to that man. And I ain't talking about my mom right now. That lady was crying. The kids came when the man died and told her she had to go out the house. She ain't got nowhere to go. So that piece of paper, it holds weight. Ladies out here, don't be no fool. I tell my daughter that all the time. If they're a fool, they just a fool on their own. I ain't got nothing to do with it. But I'm going to tell you right now, I told my son this. If I decide, now, I don't know, I might not like that woman 10 years from now. But if I decide I don't want her in that room at the end of your death, ain't nothing she can do and ain't nothing you can do. I run the show. You're not married. I tell my son that. Get married. I tell him that for a reason. I don't want to be the one to run in the store and tell her what so man that you've been laying up with having babies with for 15 years to put on. What kind of suit he gonna wear? I got to say so as long as you're not married. Matter of fact, they ain't gonna even call her. They're gonna call me.
Mm.
I ain't the one laid up with you for 15 years, got no babies by your son. Get married.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Joined.
Ooh,
That's
sister,
just the way it is.
hey, listen, you coming from the old school, you know that. I mean, that's where it is. You telling the truth is shame
Tell
the
the
devil.
truth. Tell the truth.
Tell
Tell
the-
the truth. Tell the
and what?
truth. And shame the devil.
Hold on, don't go nowhere, miss. Please don't go nowhere. Old timer, 3945. Come on, old timer. What you got to say?
Yes, sir. Well, I know my man is sound like he's still on the line, but
On the fence, huh? Explain to him what that means, old timer. Help him out.
well, I mean, he, you know,
Somebody got to turn the volume down. Mute you. Go ahead, old timer.
well, I mean, he live in Chicago. He know that the dogs got to have license, man. You know, dogs have license, man. So I mean, you know, you can't have no woman, you know, just string no woman along with no a pig in the poke, man. She wants security. You know, she wants you to come home. You know, you ain't got to go out in the public and make a big show out of it. But, you know, when I was coming along, people used to take the girl out and say, hey, how would you like to be Miss Johnson for the rest of your life? And then the next day people knew about it. But now, this big open show that they doing, but see what you're doing, you live in common law. In common law, you can't get nothing out of common law. Right. So what you need to do, if you're going to, well, I mean, if you're going to be with the woman, then you need to make a commitment to her
Joined.
and tell her that you want her to be your lawful wedded wife. I mean, you know, unless you're looking at another lady. You know, if you're looking at another lady now what you got to understand, bro, if you ain't married, the potential of you getting another lady can happen tomorrow. And if y'all break up, you ain't losing nothing. And then you got you another lady to go to on top of that. so you know, yeah, you need to make the commitment, man, because you talking about the lady want to have security, she want to have a house. You know, I don't know if you got it in the apartment, but you know, you need to have her secured. It's going to take you 30 years, brother, to pay for that house. And most people that live together for a long time, sometimes they be to move from one house to another one just for goodness sake. They say they just want another house. So yeah, you got a lot to think about, man. You can't be running around, you know, with no common law woman, because that, you know, when you get around the family, they're gonna say, well, when they gonna get married? Well, you don't want to get married. They say, so he want to have a cow and get all the milk and butter free. Yeah, that's what you. Yeah, you just got to go along for the ride, man. Now, my question to you is, who brought up this agreement about y'all going to do whatever this is? You said something about we made an agreement. Who was the first person that brought it up?
Right. We discussed it.
Who brought it up?
Everybody. We both came to agreement.
Somebody had to bring it up. You know what a friend of mine told me? He told me that him and his wife got married and that they made an agreement that if something happened in the marriage, that they was not going to keep one another's last name. I said, hold on, man, wait a minute. I said, that lady is a grown woman. If she want to keep my last name, how can I tell her not to keep my last name? If she want to keep the name Jones, she can keep whatever name she want to keep. How you going to tell her that? Well, we made an agreement. I said, well, who brought it up? You did or she did? Well, he said he brought it up. I said, well, there you go. See, that's what you want. See, that's what you want.
So
you know, we can't do it.
Why is that? Y'all sound like everybody in the class sound like they've been through some things.
No, man.
That's why.
It is, man. Just the way the right. It's only one way to do it.
Can I chime in on this one thing?
Go ahead.
All the time. let me explain something to you. Why would we want the state to get our benefits? That's why. If we've been working all our life, why would we want to turn our benefits over to the state? Now, we know if our kids are grown, the benefits are going back to the state, okay? See, I get deep when I talk about things to me because real, in all seriousness, why would you want to work all your life and nobody gets your benefit, right? I mean, that's something really to think about, especially when you start getting up in age and things of that nature. Like, it's security on both sides. You understand what I'm saying? So you've been with this woman for some period of time, and you just telling me that y'all just verbally made a commitment to each other. But the commitment is going to really show up at the end. It's going to show up at the end. Oh, yeah. We're going to see who will reap the benefits because the state going to reap the benefits. But you done worked all your life. When you want to just give it to somebody who you said that you love, that you was committed to.
Right,
nobody else told you. When you want to just give it to that person who you said that you love.
So,
and this ain't got nothing to do with nobody been through nothing and they bitter or anything. I'm trying to teach you
don't have nothing to do with that.
Go
I'm
ahead,
trying to teach you something.
Go ahead, young
like,
man.
This is real deep.
3575. Go ahead.
See. Hello?
Go ahead. You go ahead, caller.
I don't work. You see, because you know, when I was younger and smaller, I was hit by a car, so that prevents me from working anyway. But I do have whatever that I need, and whatever I do get out there and make my way. And so this is what I'm saying. But I made this agreement with this young lady. Names ain't important, but I made the agreement. So therefore, if she ever calls me, and this thing came up before, I start what I'm doing to go attend to her because we got this agreement. See, it ain't about the piece of paper. It's about what we got to do. And as long as we know we're not going to betray each other, who says that we have to, go through the dozen and go through City Hall? Oh, that's good and all, but that's money too. And this is what it is. Times is hard. Stuff is steady going up. I said that we can't make it, but we were chosen to, and particularly said that we was going to have an agreement. And like I said, see, people sounding like, and everybody sounding like they don't really know what they want. And like again, that I said, if you got to cheat, you undecided about the individual that you want to talk to. That's why I'm at.
If you're not married, you're not cheating.
No. I'm saying this. I'm saying if somebody just come and scoop up any female that I was talking to, first of all, she wasn't mad from the get-go. You see what I'm saying? Y'all got to understand. Women know what they want.
If you signed on your paper when you went to go fill out an application that you were single.
On the application?
Yeah, when you go get your job, even if you don't have a job, okay, whatever you're going to do, if they ask you if you're single, married or widow, and you put down single, they don't ask you about your girlfriend, it is what it is. Penmanship means a lot, okay? People penmanship signs their check, okay? That's it. It's strong. It's powerful.
So my brother,
penmanship is very powerful.
My brother. So what she's saying is, if you hold on, bro, 3575. I got Bill on the line. I'm gonna let Bill talk next. She's saying that if you fall dead today, in other words, that's what she's saying overall. Your lady that you love and y'all been together for 4 years have no say so over what if your mom come and say, hey, I don't want her at the funeral. She can't come to the funeral.
My mom
That-
ain't
that- no,
understand
no,
that.
I'm just saying that's powerful. We're looking at it from a legal standpoint. We're looking from a legal standpoint.
Oh, okay.
That's all I'm saying. So I mean, there are benefits that you can reap from marriage. That's what they're saying tonight. You know what I'm saying? So I understand it's a piece of paper. You recognize, yes, it is a piece of paper, but it's a piece of paper that can take you some places that without a paper can't go. You know.
Wait, hold on, Brother Martin. Brother Martin.
Go ahead, old timer.
Okay, brother, if right now, okay, when I sign my retirement papers, I have one opportunity to sign those papers. And you had to make sure that you do it the right way because you couldn't go back and change it. Now, my wife, who I'm laying down with in the bed with, regardless, we together, I lost so much money because instead of me getting 100% of all of the money and I died and then nobody don't get nothing, I chose 50% that when I died, she get everything that I'm getting right now for the rest of her life. Mm-hmm. Now, I could have signed and say, well, I'm going to get 100%, and boy, look at all this money I'm going to be getting. But I may die tomorrow. So if I died tomorrow, or died before I get off this phone, my wife going to get paid for the rest of her life. Mm-hmm. Just like I'm getting paid right now, she gonna get paid for the rest of her life. Not only that, she gonna get my Social Security and whatever I got saved up. All of it goes to her.
She deserves it too.
Right. If I hadn't signed that paper and I wanted to choose to get 100%, all that pension money or whatever would stay with the company and she wouldn't get a dime.
Right.
See, so what you're doing, and you don't know whether you're gonna see right now, the lady you with now. If something happened to you, you ought to be leaving her at least $100,000 for her to be able to say, this is mine, that she can go and get out the bank right now. You can't leave her nothing. You can't leave her penniless. Mm-hmm. So she should leave she should be able to stay in the house that you have for the rest of her life until she died, unless she get married again. You know. But you can't leave her penniless. If you die right now, you should say, honey, I got $100,000 in the bank for you right now. But you just can't just die and don't leave her nothing.
And all the time, we don't want them to just think that it's about money. What we're saying, we don't want them to leave it to the state. We don't want our money to go back to the state.
But that's
so
right.
We work hard for all our life.
Yeah, but it's about money too. Because
because some men they'll be like, I'll just have my money. No, your money gonna go back to the state. It's real serious.
To the state. You're right. Yeah,
it's gonna go to the state. When you want somebody who you say that you love to get that, I don't care if you're an entrepreneur. Okay, you don't want nobody coming up against the person that you said that you love. You don't want nobody, your kids, your mama, your daddy, nobody, because you said you love this person. To come against that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you say that you love her, then love is an action word. So that's an action word. And plus, brother, you're kind of like on dangerous ground anyway, because if you die committing fornication the way that you're doing now, you don't ask God to forgive you, brother, you stand a chance to wind up in the big H.
That's hell. You ain't got to breathe. Yeah.
You got a couple things in front of you on the real side.
Well,
you don't know if you're going to live tomorrow.
It's the truth.
But you're not here to discuss the Bible. I know you're not here to discuss the Bible, but you don't know if you're going to. You got to take that consideration. If you die right now, you stand a chance, man, not to be able to stand before the presence of God forever.
Well, old timer, you told the truth. Come on, Bill.
Yep, that's the truth.
Bill, hold on, old timer. Old timer.
Hey.
Hold on, Bill. Old timer. How long you been married?
36 years.
Okay, that's one. I just want to let him know that. Okay, go ahead, Bill. Bill.
Hey, everybody.
How long you been married, Bill?
Yeah. 23 years.
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
23 years. I want to start off. I want to piggyback on a couple things female said. I hope I don't be rudely interrupted, but it is a statement and a question behind it. Number one, it seemed lopsided. One of them just blurted out, "She deserved it." How would you automatically say just because he married to his wife or that woman, she deserved it? You don't know what that man been going through with that woman.
Well, the only reason why I said that because he said
hold on. Yeah,
he made a statement that he did that for her.
And he should have. He should have. And from what I've been knowing of him, he made the right choice. But y'all put a lot of pressure on me, and y'all saying, okay, y'all 47, 50 years old, you want a man to commit to you in 2 years and sign his benefits and everything over to you when he might have kids. Would you be willing to sign yours over to him because you got kids too? 2 years is a very short period of time.
I said that in the beginning. Security
now I will say, I will comment and say what you said made more sense than anything, rather than it go back to the state, because that's what your money and your benefits will go back to.
Okay. I want to comment, Bill. I don't mind.
But you just cut me off.
I've been working since I've been 16. So
y'all been talking, and I sat back and listened.
Bill said
it's my time to talk now.
She on here. Young lady, is Bill. Yeah, Bill ain't willing to share right now. He want to talk. His turn to talk. So go ahead, Bill. Go ahead,
As
Bill.
I was saying, the benefits go back to the state, but if it's property and money, it'll go to the next of kin. And I get that. What her mother and other women go through from laying up shacking, that's why you should get married and put it on paper. But at the point, not saying y'all ain't too old for somebody to want to love, but 2 years is a short period of time to get to know somebody, to commit to a marriage after you done had a marriage already, versus signing. It's one thing to sign your benefits over to somebody, but there's got to be an understanding. You in my life for 2 years, and I can't give you everything that and take everything away from my kids. And I wouldn't expect that from a woman. Matter of fact, I don't have to go through a situation like that. And I don't want to sound like one of those guys that selfish, stingy, then had a bad situation. I've been with my wife 23 years, in which I love dearly and show on a regular basis. But you do, the first young lady have a very strong point. You not only have to put on your application, on the application, you have to put down that you married, or if you a man been working at a place, right, and a woman. At some point, you got to go and put down there that you have a spouse, but there's you have to invest in a will when it comes to a wife and kids. Now, somebody was asking about 23
I know all about
years.
That. I'm a life insurance. I know all about that. But Bill, I agree with you on everything. Can I say one thing? It says a man that finds a wife finds a good thing, right? He don't find a girlfriend to make her a wife, right? So he already know what he's looking for, right? So it ain't gonna take him 2 years to get to know this person if she's wife material. She's not gonna be a girlfriend, and you got to build her up to be a wife. But you've been married for 23 years, so this don't even apply to you. But most men, they, like I told my son, he's 32. When you met this woman, you already had to know that she was a girlfriend, right? Because when you had a conversation with her, you didn't like things that she was saying. I go to Maywood. You know, you ain't no Maywood type of guy. You don't go to those type of places. You don't hang out at them type of places. So that ain't your wife. You see what I'm saying? So it don't tell you to find a girlfriend and then make her to be a wife. So therefore, if you already know as a man what you're looking for, you visualize that in your head before you even get to her. Everything comes with a thought. Then you visualize, then you live in your reality, right? And so with that being said, you already know what kind of conversation you're looking for. It don't take 2 years to know if that's a wife or not. And that's just the truth. And especially at this age, that don't apply to you, Bill. You've been married for 20-some years. I'm 53 years old. So, you know, a man already got to know if I'm his wife or if I'm wife material for him or not on conversation. It ain't going to take him 2 years to find out if I'm doing things that he don't like for me to do or not. Who got that time to wait? We in half a century already. It was shown to us already on the COVID that people are dropping dead by the second, not by the day, by the second.
I beg to differ due to the fact, okay, you can think you can be with a person for a long period of time and think you know them, and you really don't.
None of them. Bill, you're not the creator. You never know everything about a person. You're not their creator.
No, and as a younger person, you probably or the longer you be with a person, married, unmarried, it's a commitment, and you have to in any relationship, but especially a marriage. And I feel that most men, and myself speaking, have to compromise themselves for the sake of the marriage. It's a give and take. But me being a man, I'm gonna give more and might accept more of my wife more than I have any other woman that I've had as a girlfriend.
Right.
But when you get up in age and had a marriage, that's why I believe you stand firm. You seem like you got a backbone, and you got it's 2 years in your head, and if it worked for you, it's all right for me. But the thing, okay. But the thing of it is, when people that been around the block and get up in age, they be a little bit more stern and a little bit more rigid, like yourself, as far as what they want or what they gonna accept or what they gonna take. And the 2 years is almost like the honeymoon part of a relationship.
But what I am saying though, Bill, what I'm saying, getting to know a person, because I heard somebody on here, they said it takes 2 years, right? Have you laid down with this man within these 2 years? Because, okay, we should be getting to know you outside of the bed for those whole 2 years, right? We shouldn't be going to bed with each other. We trying to get to know each other,
You're right?
Because I feel like a man that finds a wife, finds a good thing, that means that she already has to be wife material for him, right? He don't find a girlfriend to entertain the thought. His wife. So
but that's the problem, everybody.
Because you've been married for a long time. What I'm saying, I'm no longer married. My husband, he passed away during COVID, okay? So I am engaged now. But what I am saying, I'm not going to lay up with no man for 2 years just for him to find out in my wife material or not. You should knew that between conversations. You already know that what type of woman that you was searching for. It's like anything else. you have a thought in your head, you visualize it, and you step into your reality, right? You got to live in your reality. So by the time you get to that woman, even before you meet her, you already know what kind of conversation that you're looking for. At a certain age, we should already be there, like for real. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. Well, I tell you one thing. You giving out some good advice, because I mean, one thing about time, you
younger lady.
Yeah, you can't.
Hold up.
You can't, hold it, sister. Hold it. You can't get it back. You know, you invested 5, 10, 20 years in the relationship, and you ain't got nothing to show for it. It's gone. It's gone. It's over with. You, especially if you're at the prime of your life. You know, I hate to say this, but I ain't gonna say it. I hate to say it. I'm not even gonna say it, but I'll just say this. Ladies, don't be no fool. The sister, she putting y'all up on game though, and it's right. It's right. You know, it's right. We still talking about relationship. Now, if we talking about real relationships. You ain't married, ain't nobody cheating on you. Ain't no commitment. There's a verbal commitment, but it's not. It means nothing. It means nothing.
It don't hold up in court. It ain't nothing.
Yeah.
Y'all skipped over the fact that the young man with the commitment, he said he asked her to marry him, but she didn't want to marry him for whatever reason.
Yeah, he did say that.
So now he got to figure out his destination.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the bottom line. We can't stay stuck in where we don't want to be at. But if we want to be there, then we'll just be stuck. But I'm just saying, at the end of the route, society gonna show you who's the most powerful person in place. That's all. I tell it to my kids all the time. That's it.
A lot of truth in it, but the thing of it is, you got people, younger people now, and people in our age group that didn't have marriage in mind when they went after a girlfriend or boyfriend. You know, I'm gonna tell you, with my situation, my wife I was on straight mess. I wanted to knock her down, and that's all it was. Not that she wasn't worthy of being more than that, but that's where my head was. But from the first date, she told me she was dating with the possibilities of marriage, and she kept saying it. She was 28 years old at the time. Now she's 51 going on 52. But a woman gotta know what she wants.
Yep.
And first of all, she gotta be the one. Because men, I'm here to tell you, we play games. We play games. And unless you are the one, we'll play games with you for years. Walk all over you the whole 9 yards.
Y'all only gonna do it for one person.
But if you are the one, a man will jump through hoops, accept a little bit more, move mountains for you if you the one.
So that lady that's talking about them 2 years and all that, at 47 years old, I don't know how much time we got at 47. I'm 53. I mean, them 2 years go by real fast. They like yesterday.
Okay, I said that, sister, because you really have to get to know a person. It really don't take no man 2 years. A man know what he wants.
I'll tell you something. You can walk in a place with a woman and she could be the finest thing. He knows he wants you.
Yes, he does.
That ass on you. He know it. Don't do not let a man fool you, okay?
Right.
I don't care how another woman standing next to me. If a man want me, he knows. Because he already visualized it in his head.
Right, true.
But most of the time, that's love.
Line up to what he was looking for.
Hold up. Okay, but guess what? Every woman is not wife material.
It don't take 2 years, sister.
You are correct.
You are wife
right.
Only
now,
wait 2 years if you're not wife material. That's the only.
Wait a minute. Now, wait a minute. I let you talk. Let me have the flow. I was going to say that. Every woman is not wife material. We got some Jezebels out here too, sisters. So every man ain't going to want to wife up every woman.
That's what I said. Then she's not the one. She's not a wife. I said that in the beginning. I tell it to my kids all the time.
Okay. I'm
the type of person, I lay out everything from the front before I get to the back. You know what I'm saying? So there is nothing that you can go over with me because I already laid it out in the beginning that a wife has to be a wife. She cannot be a girlfriend, then he builds her up to be a wife. It don't matter who. You can walk in there with 5 females. That man already had that thought. He visualized stepping into his reality. That conversation gonna move him to mountain. I was looking at a show. I'm just gonna say this and I'm gonna be done. I was looking at a show. It's a man, right? It was a lady that was on a dating site. She's walking on Las Vegas Boulevard. He saw her on the dating site. He had been trying to hit her up, right? He knew that she was on a date with another man. He said, give me 1 day. If I ain't the man for you, go back and keep on dating. They married today, okay? Because he know he had to put his best foot forward. But he had been watching her. He been watching her Instagram. He been watching everything about her, right? He been studying her. He knew what he wanted. The only thing he needed was that conversation up out of her. When a man get a certain age and when a woman get a certain age, they don't need no 2 years to find out. Don't no man got no 2 years to waste with you. Unless he just having sex with you. That's it. He ain't got no unnecessary life.
I agree with you.
He ain't got no 2 years to waste just with you. He gonna be wasting 2 years with you and somebody else. But it ain't just gonna be with you. Who are you? They ain't just gonna waste 2 years. Who am I? He's just gonna waste 2 years with me. That's me. You know what I'm saying? No, it's not gonna go that way. Not at this age. Not at this age. It's just not. You know. And I know for my family.
When she done talking, I'll let you come in, Cortez. I'll let you, because she almost done. Yeah.
No, I was saying, like, most people, when they get a certain age, like I said, they already know what they want. And that's the bottom line. They already know. And if the conversation ain't lining up with what they want, then they done. I mean, we're too old for that. We got time for 2 years at 47 years old. I'm older than you, but I'm just saying, at 47 years old, I ain't got time to put no 2 years in. Now, you're going to have to fool me or something. Put a ring on it, you're going to have to fool me. Look, you make it fool me. I've been fooled now. I ain't going to lie. For 3 whole years, but the ring was on there. Everything was paid for, everything. But, so I've been fooled. I ain't going to sit here and tell you I ain't been fooled. But you're going to have to do something to make me believe that I'm the one. Because I ain't laying there with you for 3 years and ain't no commitment. As far as no rings or nothing. We saying we're going to get married. And the only reason why it didn't happen is because COVID came in. So,
okay. Go ahead, Cortez.
Brother Martin, what's going on?
How you doing, bro? Go ahead.
So I'm sitting here listening, man, and see, I hear a lot of the older brothers, a lot of the older sisters. I'm coming from I'm 48 years old, so I'm a little younger. So I'm coming from a young perspective, and I want to say this: within 90 days of a man and a woman meeting each other, if they take the proper and necessary steps, meaning communicate, spending time with each other, within 90 days, you know that's the man or woman that you want to marry.
Thank you.
Off rip. I met my wife March the 8th of 2021. I proposed to her July 30th of 2021. We got married October the 23rd of 2021. Why is that? Because from the first time I had a conversation with her and the first time I met her, I knew that this was the woman I wanted to spend the rest of my life with. Now, I'm going to say this. I didn't know the trials and the struggle that me and her would go through. I didn't know the ups and downs, but I knew that this is the woman that I wanted to spend the rest of my life with. So it doesn't take years to know that if this woman is worthy of putting a ring on her finger. A lot of us, particularly Black men, are afraid of marriage because marriage has a responsibility, a duty and obligation that they don't have to consider when just laying up having sex with a woman. I also want to comment on this. I read a comment a young lady said, I want to know what he's bringing to the table. Let me say this, right? See, I don't want to hear none of that, what you bringing to the table, because 90% of the women that say what you bringing to the table, you asking me to bring to the table that some other man that is built that you was with previously. So don't ask me what I'm bringing to the table. Ask me what type of table am I willing to build with you. I know this. Ask me what type of feast am I really willing to create with you so that we can reap the benefits of our building together. Because I don't care if you're young, middle-aged, old, a lot of women and men have reaped benefits from relationships that did not dictate marriage, and then they want to hold the other man or woman to the standard or criteria of who they was with in the past. So I ain't bringing nothing to your table because your table was built with you and another man. So you going to destroy that table and we going to build a table together. And we going to bring our feet to the
and
table.
shame the devil.
And that's what I'm on right there. See, we get so caught up on these sayings and these ideas that we think is something cute to be saying. Well, what you bringing to the table? What I'm bringing to the table? Nah, hell, what I'm bringing to the table, I'm building the table. I'm building the table, and we can bring something to the table together. And guess what? When we put something on the table, you can eat, I can eat, and our families can eat. But don't ask me to bring nothing to no table that you done already created with another man. Because I ain't walking in nobody else's shoes. I'm walking in my shoes. But I want to say, see, marriage, look, see the whole thing about marriage. See, marriage is something much more deeper than a relationship. First and foremost. Because, see, marriage contains relationship, companionship, friendship, but not just all the good things. Marriage also contains all the bad things. Yeah. But it's being married that you feel an obligation and duty to one another to overcome the bad things in order to reap the benefit of the good things. See, when I'm just laying with a woman and having sex with her, I'm not obligated. It's not my duty to do anything unless I want to do it out of the sincerity and love out of my heart. But I don't have to do anything for you. So a lot of us as men are content and comfortable with that type of relationship because we know when things get tough and things get hard, we can move to the next one. And ain't got to worry about nothing. But when you marry, though, that's a whole nother level of relationship. Because now you done made a commitment to God. You made a covenant with God, then made a covenant with her, and simultaneously made a covenant with her family. So now leaving ain't as easy as it would be if I was just laying up with you. And we live in a society where we have become comfortable with laying up with one another without the commitment of marriage. And guess what? See, when we talk about what you bring to the table, well, you already got 3 kids at the table. Right. Not only do you have 3 kids at the table, children at the table, but you got 3 children at the table by 3 different men. And so now you're asking me what I'm bringing to the table. So basically, you're asking me what am I willing to do for you and these 3 children that you have by these 3 other men. But see, we wouldn't be in this condition if we truly lived in the way of marriage. Because guess what? If a woman said to a man right now, I'm not laying down with you unless you put a ring on it. Now, once the ring on that, now let's talk about having children. Now let's talk about building something. Now let's talk about what this table gonna look like. But see, we do all that first. And a lot of our sisters will have children by men, thinking that the children will keep that man there. And then when they realize years later that that man does not really care about having the children with you, nor you, and he's with somebody else, now you're stuck with these children trying to find love from another man who looking at you like, how can I really be committed with you when you got a kid, you got children over here with all these different men? So what value, you talking about what I'm bringing to the table? How you gonna be able to bring something to the table when you got all this turmoil more and all this conflict with all these different children's fathers? Your children don't respect me. Why? Because they looking at me, you ain't my daddy. No matter how good I am. Now, see, we're not living in the days where the women taught the children to respect the men that was in their lives. See, we living in a whole nother era now. We living in a whole nother era. And it's crazy because a lot of our sisters out here have switched the roles. So now the men that's in their lives are being treated like they're the children, and their children, the male children in their lives, are being treated like they are the man they're laying with. When you have a woman who have more respect for her male child than she do with the man that's trying to build something with her, there's a conflict there.
Tell the truth.
There's a conflict.
And shame the devil.
You cannot have more respect for your male child than you do for the man that's trying to build and create something with you. There's going to be a conflict because the man is going to feel like you treat me like I'm the child. You're trying to raise me when I'm trying to build something with me and you for us. But you have more respect for your male child as if he was the man that was breaking his back to build something for you, for us. And see, that's what happens when we don't really take value in marriage. Do you know that I've been married since October 23rd of 2021. And every year I'm learning something new about marriage. I'm learning something new about marriage. I'm in the process of learning what marriage really means. I'm in the process of learning the true value of marriage. And as we was talking from a legal standpoint, I work. And when they ask me, do you have a spouse? Would you like to add your children on your health care? Would you like to add your spouse on your health care? See, that's a question, and that's a true statement. You cannot reap the benefits of a relationship if you are not married. That's right. It's
Tell the
not
truth.
going to happen.
And shame the
It's
devil.
not going to happen. And too many of us men and women, are in multiple relationships, have no right to each other. We have no rights to each other. Not only do the government not recognize it, but your family don't recognize it. And when one of the sisters said, if something happened to my son, I don't have to let her come. I can tell her she's not allowed to come. You can't tell a wife that. You can't tell a husband that. Matter of fact, you have to work with the wife in order to
Tell the
make the
truth.
arrangement for the
And shame
son.
the devil.
You have to work with the husband in order to make arrangements with your mother or your whoever.
Law of the land.
Not only is the law of the land, but it's the law of man. It's the law of family. It's the law of family, because family, if they truly love and respect you, no matter what relationship you and your husband or wife have, they're gonna respect the fact that y'all was married.
Yeah.
There was a time, I'm 48 years old, but I can remember growing up, family members that was married, they go through their ups and downs, they go through their trials and tribulations, but I heard the other elders of the family say, hey, that's her husband. Stay out their business.
Stay out of it.
That's his wife. Stay out their business. As long as they wasn't trying to kill one another, whatever they was going through, they was husband and wife. Now, we live in a day and time where you can be married and people don't respect the vow. You got family members who act like their marriage was more perfect than any other marriage on the planet Earth, who go through trials and tribulations with their husband or their wife and been together for 15, 20, 30 years, but then turn around and tell you, oh man, you should divorce her. Oh man, you should divorce him. The respect for marriage has deteriorated. So I just wanted to come on. I just wanted to make some comments.
Brother, that was cool. Real quick, make your announcement. Make your announcement real quick. What you got going on, you and your wife, tomorrow? Since you're here.
Yeah. So me and my wife, we are doing a charity dinner for the homeless. We're gonna be at 14th and Canal Street. Tomorrow we're gonna start setting up around 3:00. We're going to start passing out dinners at 5. We're serving spaghetti, green beans and potatoes with some turkey meat, potato salad, some chicken, bread, slice of cake, and bottled water. If anyone is willing to volunteer to come help out or just come down and, see the environment and, peep out what's going on, y'all more than welcome to show up. Come on out. Let's build some connections. Let's start building bridges and, working with each other and start doing something positive in our community. This is only a stepping stone. When we was in Las Vegas, we did this every other weekend. We did like 50 to 75 dinners and passed them out to the homeless. And so this is our first time since we've been here in Chicago. My wife is originally from Chicago. I'm originally from Michigan. So we moved back to Chicago, and this is our first time doing it. We would like to be able to do it more. So if anyone is interested, you can get my number from Martin, Brother Martin. You can give us a call. If you got any charity events that's going on that you would like to, collaborate on, give us a call. We can see how we can put something together.
Okay. All righty.
Well, all right. Let me go. We down here. We down here doing the prep work
okay.
and everything now.
All right. I'm gonna post a fly up too early. Okay. All right.
All right. Yep.
Thank you, bro. All right. Well, people, listen. I'm not gonna press the issue. I think it was enough said. We can go more and more on relationship, but
it was a lot said today. I mean, it was really a lot said. And if you want protection now, if you just want to lay around and have a little fun and, nothing serious, it is what it is. But if you look for some security and protection, you got to take heed to the message. Hey, it's in our nature. We like to have fun. But at what cost? At what cost? The sister said, we ain't got you when you're 47, you ain't got that much long on this earth. Really, if you look at it. Think about it. In good health and independence, how much longer you think you have? Just think about it. I mean, just
I tell people I got more time behind me than I got in front of me.
And that's the gospel truth. So, I mean, that's
I'd like
real.
to say something else.
Go ahead.
The institution of marriage has been stripped amongst our community. People don't look at marriage for what it is or want to go into it for a number of reasons. The commitment is one of them, and then what society has put upon us, taking the male figure out of the household. But it's 3-4 generations at this time that have people that doesn't have a marriage in their family, not just their immediate family, their cousins. You got a whole generation where it might be 50 people, but only 3 of them married. And we gotta recognize that is more to it, and put our best foot forward into moving in that direction, because it's a commitment, and it's to God, but it's a commitment to that man himself. I like to also comment, which me and my wife bump heads sometime about, and the young man was just speaking about what you bring to the table. It seems to be a fad that it's a lot of women on social media. That's the first thing they want to bring up, and also don't want to make a commitment to themselves or think it's something wrong with a man that want to know what this woman is bringing to the table. In which, personally, I wanted to know what my wife was going to bring to the table, because I don't want to marry a bum just like she did. I wanted a woman that had some kind of backbone, not only a backbone, but a track record of holding a job down and all of that. And once I committed to her in the girlfriend-boyfriend stage early on, in which I fought it in the very beginning, but then when I realized that this is wife material, and she was dead on me, like, hey, I'm not dating you for no 4-5 years, without a ring and this, that, and the other. And I knew I wanted her, and she was driving on me, but me being the man that I am and wanted to commit to her and myself, I wanted to have everything laid out. I made sure before I married her, I bought a house. Matter of fact, built a house. Had all the bills paid off, all of that, before I jumped into my marriage. And it's a commitment. like I said, I compromise. I believe it might just be my opinion more than my wife do. But that's part of being a man. You know, I can't treat her like I treated every other woman that I done had and slept with. And it's been a bunch. But I put her on a pedestal because I gave her my last name. So when things ain't going the way, we have our problems just like anybody else. But me being a man, I have to take control and maybe back down, pick my fights or whatever, you know. But we need our younger black men to recognize that it's a commitment and an obligation. And just like the lady that was speaking earlier, she gave some good game. I'm not gonna lie. We gotta teach our daughters where they got to be looking for more than superficial stuff. I tell my younger generation, people in my family, friends or whatever, it's a long time period from being in these streets. All these young girls, they want a baller, they want somebody that's making moves or whatever. But what's making moves when he don't really care about you and you just something on his arm? I tell my people or younger females in my family or anybody, young black female, what's the difference between having a man that got hundreds of thousands of dollars or millions, and he gives you only what he wants you to have just to have control over you, versus a man that get out here, whether he selling top papers and incense and socks on a bus, but committed to you to make sure that you all right, not just all right for his assets. That's all I got to say.
All right, Marcus, real quick, and then we close it out right there.
Basically, I have nothing to say. I was just listening to all the conversation.
Okay. All right.
What? Pardon?
Go. Okay, close out, old time. Don't ask no question now, old timer. So we won't keep going. Go and make clear. Go.
I'm just gonna piggyback off the statement that the brother just got done saying, because you know that's everything he said was true, and you know a lot of people may not be able to build the house, but it could be that a lot of people don't really understand what's. Now I don't want to say I'm thinking for nobody, because I think everybody probably know maybe what they want in life, but it's not going to be easy, and maybe people have to understand that it's better off that you raise a family together and be better together than a man being separated from his children. So, you know, the instinct of all of us is to want to be together. I mean, the understanding of all of us is to want to be together, but if we keep on doing everything separated, I'm just stunned a lot of times, and I want to think it's not true, when they give a lot of statistics on TV. You know, a lot of times they want to put blacks in the category. You know, we got the most debilitating diseases. So we got the most debilitating neighborhoods. When it comes down to marriage, you know, we more likely 75% not to be. All those things don't sound good. And I heard Mr. T say, I cannot be free if my people are not free. So we have to really take a serious look. But what he just said, I can't see why anybody would have a problem with that. But it's going to be a challenge for a young man, because right now it could be that a lot of us not in position. Maybe we are in position and don't want to just cough up that freedom. You know, we really don't know what it is. because we see a lot of our brothers hanging out all day. I mean, they be together every day. So we really need to, and then we can't seem to get them together. But the bottom line is that we have to start pushing and trending very strongly in that direction. Other than that, I mean, it's not going to look good. You know, even with the migrant people, I be seeing older men with their children, little small children going to the store, but they be with men.
Martin, I got something I want to say.
So,
okay.
And I look at the soccer game, and I'm going to close with this one. I look at the soccer game. Whenever they start a game, they come out the tunnel. Each one of them have a little child with them, bringing their children along. And we run around cursing. Now somebody gonna say, "Well, you talking about us again?" I'm not talking about it in that sense. But we have to make a strong trend in that direction. And it's got to be done on a daily basis, not just for the, Christmas time. It's got to be done on an everyday basis. So we got to work, we got to run the jackhammer, we got to run the crane, and that's the job that's going to bring that money in so you can get that house, and you won't be ashamed to ask that lady, can you marry her? Because you putting yourself in a position to be able to say, I got money, I got a little inroads on the job, I got 5 years on the job, and that's going to translate into 10. You got to start seeing these things. And see, when I was working for 15 years, them 15 years went by quick, and somebody say, well, man, you going to stay here? I started thinking about it. I said, well, I've been on the job for 15 years. I got to start making the decision. It ain't no more playtime because I got to stay here. Either I'm going somewhere else. So I stayed there, and I wound up staying there for 47 years. I got one of the longest tenures on the job at that manufacturing place, 47 years. But you have to start trending in that direction. It ain't what you can do with Bill and Tom and Jack and Manny. Forget all this. It's about what you going to be doing for yourself, brother. And that's what it's going to come down to. Because when you get about 39 to 40 years old and you ain't got no money in the bank, and now you got a little money to get you a car. Now, I'm not speaking teetotally on that because we see people with cars. But it's another step that we got to take that we can't be afraid to go in that direction, and that's that marriage. And when you start getting serious about it, that's going to make our neighborhoods better. That's going to make everything about us better. We're going to have greener grass in our area. We have bigger flowers. Your wife going to be out there putting flowers in the flower bed. You going to be out there cutting the lawn with the lawnmower. Man, it's going to look so nice. But until we get strongly into that direction, we're going to be having these conversations. And we hope that somebody is hearing it, that that somebody will say, man, you know what? I got to start bettering myself. And that's the way that it's going to happen. But as long as these brothers are saying what they're saying tonight, those are helpful comments that help any young man, start making that direction and putting that pressure. That pressure going to be put on him. Say, man, I got to do something. But you got to do it. It's all right. You got to do it. And it's not bad. Once you do it, two people is better than one. Because if you just one, you can't do it by yourself. But if you got two people working together, you can do a whole lot.
Good deal.
Okay.
I want to say one thing after everybody gets through talking. I'm just going to make a closing statement.
Okay, then. Marcus, then you young lady. Come on, y'all.
All right.
Y'all let me get out of here now. Come on, go ahead.
Let me make this quick. I think in the black community, I can't speak for the white community, but based on a lot of these young men in their 20s, the rap music, the way they were raised, marriage is not important to them. And the young ladies, if you listen to them talk, they're not talking about tying a knot. They use the N-word toward each other. It's be this, in this, my baby daddy, my BM and all that. With that type of language, marriage is going extinct in the black community. That's probably a different topic for you one night, but marriage is going extinct. There is no respect for each other. It's all about sex and money. And I think that's why you don't hear these young people really talking about getting married. It's a dog-eat-dog world. It's all about what they want. Once the young man get what he wants from the young lady, he's gone. He's going to the next one, and it never ends. The young lady the same way. They fighting over each other because when you have sex with one another, you become one, and the emotions are flying. And so no one is really talking about marriage in the Black community like back in the day, and even when I was coming up. I mean, we were taught that, hey, when we get a certain age, we're supposed to find us a nice woman, get to know her, wife her, and be married and have kids and have a family and live happily ever after. But also, it's the economy. It's the economy. Rent is sky high here. Everybody ain't got the luxury of going out buying a home. They don't have a perfect credit score. They don't have an A+ job. You have to work 3 or 4 jobs just to make ends meet. And some young men feel that if they ain't got nothing financially to offer some of these young women, then ain't no sense of getting married to them. And I'll end it right there.
Okay, go ahead, go ahead.
Then so my last comment is, I like what you said, Old Timer and Bill. So the thing is with that, when Old Timer said that, you know, he started putting things in place for his wife, right? So women, I had to tell my daughter this, women, they are nourishing people. So the seed that man plants, if that woman needs to keep nourishing that seed in order for it to grow, because we are nourishing people, right? So I just want to put that out there for the young brothers that's on the line, if they're listening or whatever. Make sure that you get a woman that once you plant that seed, that means that foundation, you didn't already put that in place, and she needs to keep it together. And if she can't do that, that ain't the woman. Because women, we know how to nourish things. That's the way God created us. We are nourishing people. And that's why I say a woman is not, you don't find a girlfriend and build her up to be a wife. She already has to be wife material. So that's all I wanted to say with that, on that.
He that find a wife, find a good thing. Find favor of the Lord. All right. That's what the scripture says. So, and find a wife. All right, people, thank y'all so much. Man, I didn't know it was going to go this way, but it went well to me. It was a lot of points made today, and sobering thoughts, some that we should consider. Don't take it personal, but the truth is the truth, and that's what it is. It don't need no explanations. They said a butt-naked truth will undress the dressed-up lie, and that's what have happened today. We've been living a lie, a lot of us living a lie. But the truth came and showed us up. We got to pay attention, people. Pay attention. The family is very important. Very important. Trust me. That brother Cortez said, instead of bringing something to the table, let's tie that table down and build a table together. He couldn't even word it no better than that. Got the bill. We got the bill. We got the bill, people. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. This is live, uncut, unedited. This is where we tell the truth and shame the devil. Make sure you go share the video, people. Share the video. Tag someone in. Someone need to hear this video tonight. I needed to hear it. You needed to hear it, because if you didn't need to hear it, you wouldn't be here. It was meant for you to hear this message tonight, these messages tonight. So I got my part. Hopefully you got your part. It was something in it for all of us that's listening. God help me to measure up, to be a better man. Not some man, but a better man. That's what I want to be. All right. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate you. I love being
You
black.
already know what it is.
Good night.
Live, uncut,
And what?
unedited. Tell the truth
And what?
and shame the devil.